Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Okay, Evie, if you can hear me back there, I'm going to send you a text telling you that I'm now checking my mic. Just make sure you guys have me. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Good afternoon from Lordsburg, where it is Mavricks and Coyotes. I want to thank all of our great sponsors who make this possible on the World Wide Web. And thanks to Evie and Tiff, all their hard work. It's another busy Friday night back at One Radio Square. We know that. Games on the radio and on the internet. Homecoming in Lovington tonight. Who won that coin toss?
I couldn't tell.
We'll find out. Oh, okay. So who's kicking off? Tatum's kicking off. They probably won. They generally will do that. Well, so, yeah. And in fact, I may have it just backwards. I think when Tatum wins the toss, they like to defer to the second half. So maybe Lordsburg did that. You know, there's a lot of to-do about. Yeah, I'm thinking they may have deferred because I think Tatum would have too. Okay, good. Thank you, Evie, for the text back. So we've got sound tonight. We got pictures. And I'm ahead of the game, folks. So we might as well, at 5:48, just go on ahead and consider ourselves on the air. You can see some activity. It's really bright outside the press box here, but it's a lovely big press box, for a smaller school. And I've been everywhere, man, like Johnny Cash used to say. But I haven't been to the boot hill of Southwestern New Mexico until today. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot like where we come from. You get here and it's flat, but there are mountains off in the distance, and you do have some rolling hills around as well. Got a lovely sunny day, right about 90 here. We do have a pretty stiff wind blowing from right to left as you look at the field here in Lordsburg. Lordsburg Mavricks. Tatum Coyotes. Should be a good one here tonight, and a very hospitable welcome here from the folks in Lordsburg, and back at you from everybody in Lee County as we get set to put this one on the air. Tatum comes in even up at 1-1. Lordsburg has won their first two. Tatum would like to get another W tonight, and of course Lordsburg wants to hold home field here in front of their fans and friends. So it should be a pretty good ball game, and a 6 o'clock start would probably be because Tatum's going to drive back this evening. And it was a lovely drive, but when you're on deadline, a lot of times you don't have time to appreciate the scenery as much as you do the speedometer. Just want to make sure we get here and get this thing going, and we did. And so we hope you enjoy it wherever you are, and wouldn't be able to do it without the support of our fine local and area businesses who get behind us when we want to help the community and help the kids put the games on and get it to people who can't get out to the stadiums or make these long road trips. Really, the bottom line is serving the public. That's where our heads are. It's where our sponsors' heads are. So please do business with the fine folks that are bringing you the games, not only here for Tatum on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com, but on all of our coverage, whether it's on the radio, on the internet, or both. We couldn't do it without our great support, and we get it from our sponsors like Norley Hospital District's Tatum Clinic, the Tatum Schools, Legendary Services, Lasco Construction, Unis Pump and Supply, also on that list, and the fine folks at Now Pharmacy. Tatum Schools are always very generous when we need sponsorships to make these games happen, and we don't charge. And some places have to. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. But as long as we can keep them free through the help of our great sponsors, we're going to do that. And it should be a lovely evening here. Not any kind of a cloud inside, at least over the stadium. Some nice ones off in the distance. And the best part of the trip, and the slowest, I might add, of course, is through Cloudcroft. And on Labor Day Friday, I will tell you, there was a lot of RV traffic and a lot of big rig traffic, not through there, but on the interstate. And we found out, in recent years, just how important the guys who drive those trucks are. We're still having, quote, supply chain issues across the country, right? You see the officials out there. So they're here and ready to go. That's another unsung bunch, I'll tell you that right now. You can't play without the officials, and until they are here and ready to go, you don't have a contest. And then people, a lot of haters out there, and, come on, man. You go to a sporting event and pay your money, you ride the officials, they know that. But it takes a brave person, and there's a shortage of refs, too, and you're not doing it for the big money. These guys generally come from different towns and go to different schools, and they're on the road just like the teams and the broadcasters are. And I've had some fun, getting on referees too, but you have to remember they're people and they're human. Sometimes they get it wrong, and that's okay. Sometimes we get it wrong. In broadcasting, and you know what? People just are very forgiving. You move on, do what you can do, and this should be a good matchup. They've got some height. There's a long, tall athletes here on the Lordsburg squad. Let me swing over there, give you a look at them as they come out. And we're down to 5:50 and counting here on the pregame clock, and we'll have some pregame festivities for you as well. And then we're going to get some 8-man football tonight, live from Lordsburg, New Mexico, southwestern part of the state. Now, how far is Tucson from here? If I wanted to go to Tucson, I was joking before I left, you could throw a rock and probably hit it. So if I was going to go to Tucson from here, how far would that be? 30 minutes. we're or at Tombstone, maybe. 50-yard line. And they are colors. Okay, we are getting set here to get this thing underway. It'll be Tatum clad in white jerseys, red pants, red helmets, and red numbers. Thanks to both of these teams for having contrast between the numbers and the jerseys. A lot of teams nowadays don't. So Lordsburg, and a throw this time, and that's caught. And most of Tatum Coyotes, but not before Ramon Ochoa, number 8, was able to haul that in. And again, with the bright sun outside and the screen inside, I can make it out. So I've got a pretty good view right there, so just be patient on the camera. That's why I'm keeping it pretty wide. And so now the Mavricks are starting to get their sea legs, and they've got a nice drive going here. Your QB is Jeremy Valdez, number 30. don't see a lot of quarterbacks who wear 30. And so I was kind of wondering if they were doing a Wildcat thing to start off the game. Maybe had a running back there, but that is their QB, Jeremy Valdez. Second down here. Still bring up third down now for the Lordsburg Mavricks. No score in the ball game. So a good mixture of running and throwing for this Lordsburg Mavricks squad. And the quarterback, Valdez, right at the 50-yard line on the longhorn there. Fires it to the near side, caught, and down to about the 25, loses the football. And Tatum's going to pick it up and go the other way, get knocked out of bounds. And I could have sworn I saw a flag come in there. Maybe it was a yellow shoe. And that is a turnover, Tatum. That is a huge play here in the first quarter because the Mavricks had a head of steam, and Tatum's defense is able to come through, pounce on that loose ball. For all intents and purposes, that was a completion to Roman Murillo, but he couldn't hang on to it. And speaking of not being able to secure the football, Garner on a quick throw to David Mendoza, his favorite target, and Mendoza has that one get away. Second down and 10 for Tatum from the Maverick 46. Garner looking over to the sideline. Now we're set. And he's going to fake it and keep it. And Garner falling forward. Decent gain. He'll be shy of the 40, down to about the 38. Valdez on the tackle for Lordsburg Mavricks. Tatum with a middle-of-the-road first down. You'd like about 3rd and 2 or 3. It's 3rd and 6. That's going to be a handoff to a fake handoff to Graham, the man in motion, and a keeper by Taylor Garner, and that's not going to get the first down. So Tyler Garner, I thought for a second he was going to hand it off, but Tyler Graham, rather. And Taylor Garner kept it, unable to convert. And Coyotes not afraid of 4th downs in recent years, and they're going to go for it here. With 8:34 and counting, no score in the ballgame. We're in the first quarter. Throw to the far side. That's hauled in. And out very close to the first down, knocking down the yard marker there. I believe that's Cervantes, Matthew Cervantes, I believe. And there may be a flag on this play. And they may be calling in the chain gang to measure this deal. I don't know. We're going to find out, because it's very close. They may want to measure it. That's what they're going to do. And they're short. It's going to be a turnover on downs. That's why you call for the measurement. It's a big play. So the teams are able to stop each other. Mavricks had a big head of steam until they had that ball come loose from the intended receiver, Murillo. Gave Tatum the ball back. They made a big play to get where they were on 3rd down and then went for it on 4th and were unable to convert. So the two teams give the ball back to one another. So it'll be Valdez throwing to the near side and just a little too tall for the man he wanted, and that's number 24, Adriel Jaquez. Clock stops on that incompletion with 8:13 left in quarter number 1. Second down and 10 for Lordsburg. Valdez is in the gun, and that may be too long. Yep, it's going to be a procedure penalty. That will back them up 5. So now 2nd down and 15 after the procedure penalty. That helps Tatum's cause. And nobody has tasted pay dirt yet here in this ball game, but we're not halfway through quarter number 1. Empty backfield except for Valdez. He's going to throw, swings it out to the intended receiver, Murillo. Roman Murillo, listed as a senior. 6'1" receiver. Incompletion will bring up 3rd down and 15. So Tatum with an opportunity here. You would expect they'd bring some pressure. Throwing deep on this one. And overthrows his man, but not afraid to go for the whole enchilada, as I like to say. He's got an arm. He's throwing that into the wind as well. So that 15, probably going to see the Mavricks kick this away. A little deep in their own territory to be pulling anything too surprising, I would think. And I believe it is Murillo back there. And that is a good kick. And it will land at the Tatum 40 and take a Mavricks roll. And there's some question now as to possession at the end. They're going to say the Mavricks have it. So that ball was touched by Tatum or bounced off a Tatum player, and that is huge. That's just like completing the bind. This is going to be somewhere in the vicinity of the 33-yard line. That's another big play in the first quarter. 7:51 remaining. So now Tatum, after forcing what they thought would be a punt and return, now they're pinned deep in their own territory and ahead of steam for the Mavricks, and building steam around the corner is Valdez. He's down to around the 15. Down to around the 15 before he's tackled. So the Mavricks are threatening here now to put the first score of the game up on the board, as they're going to have a 1st and 10 from maybe more like the 16-yard line. Two-man backfield. It's going to be a handoff. And they hand it off to Murillo, and Murillo is brought down on a good play by that Tatum defense, and getting up a little gimpy is the Tatum player. It's either 8 or 6. I'm thinking Robert Martinez. 6 is Robert Martinez. 8 is Carlos Martinez. So if I just say Martinez, I'm correct. All right, 2nd down. 2nd and 7 at the 13. And going into a pretty stiff wind. That'll be Valdez. He hands it off. It's a running play. And Murillo once again fighting hard for yardage. And Tatum doing a good job of gang tackling there to get some hats on him and bring him down. You could actually, I think, get a 1st down without scoring. However, they're thinking about punching this thing into the end zone, I would think. And the screen's getting a little brighter in here. As the daylight fades, situation will change. I'll be able to see it better. Oh. Let's call it the 4-yard line. And Valdez will be in the shotgun. That's pretty much where he likes to take every snap. Every now and then, teams will fool you and put a guy under center, but they're going to spread the field here. I'll bet this is a quarterback keep right up the middle. We shall see. 1st and goal from the 4. And he's going to cut it to the outside now, just goes forward to get what he can. Tatum will keep him out of the end zone. But I was right on that call. That's what you would expect. You're not going to throw. Now, in the NFL, they'll throw on 1st and goal from the 1. Well, I don't understand that either. Good team ought to be able to punch it in, run the football when you get inside the 1-yard line. But that's old school. 3rd down here. Ball's on the ground. Valdez picks it up. Now he's under pressure and sacked. That's a huge play for the Tatum defense. It's number 15, Derek Fultz. Man, that is a great play from Derek Fultz, or it might be Fulce, F-U-L-C-E. Big play. So now you're back to the 15, and you got a 4th down, although the marker on the field says 3rd. I think it may be 3rd. And 3rd and goal, though, from the 15. Handles the snap. This time throws, caught, and brought down by number 33 for the Tatum Coyotes. And, of course, that's a familiar number. That's Tyler Graham on the stop. Now you got 4th down. And a short gain on the play of about 3. So now 4th and goal from the 12. Coyotes trying to put together a huge defensive stand here after turning the ball over on a muffed punt, which was a huge gain from deep in Lordsburg territory to deep in Tatum's territory, as you might guess. There'll be a timeout here. Mavricks are going to talk about it. This is a big play for both teams as we have no score, 3:37 to go in the 1st quarter. This is Tatum Coyote 8-Man Football on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
All right, we are back. If you guys can hear sound, I'm told through a text we may not have sound, and I have not changed anything. I'll double check these connections here and see, but it all looks good to me. 4th and goal here. And it's going to be Valdez looking to throw. Good protection. Throw over the middle. Broken up by the Tatum Coyotes on a diving play. I believe that's Mendoza, number 9. What a play by the Tatum Coyotes to squash that 1st and goal opportunity. And the only downside of that is now you have the ball, but you're pinned up against your own goal line. But with 3:29 Still no score. And they're going to say he got in, so it must have. Oh, they had a fresh set of downs, I guess. So they did not get the ball back. They stopped them, but they get in on the next play. So it is going to be a touchdown. And their 2-point conversion. Okay. Then we're going to go to 8-0 here with 3:29 left in the first quarter of play. We'll let you hear from our sponsors, or I will take a break, see if we can solve our audio issues here. But I know you're getting pictures from Lordsburg on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Home team now leading it 8-0.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Okay, I'm told our audio is fine. Thank you guys for the text message back there at One Radio Square. Evie, Tia. 8-0 Mavricks. I could have sworn that play was broken up in the end zone. That's an onside squib kick, and Tatum was prepared. They're able to haul that thing in. It's number 77 for the Coyotes who hauls that in. It was Bradley King. So the ball is at the 47. Tatum gets good field position near midfield. 1st and 10. Garner and company. He's going to look to throw. Quick throw. Caught. Big hit. And dropped for maybe a short gain. Maybe. Maybe a yard. Maybe half a yard. So a short gain on that pass. Give him a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Garner back in the gun. We'll take it. And the defense is there. He's not going to get much, if anything, on the carry. Leading the charge there for Lordsburg was number 3, Zeke Jaquez, the senior. Might have even lost a little, but we're going to call it 3rd and 9. 8-0 Mavricks as they were able to punch it in the end zone after recovering a punt that Tatum could not field. That was the big turning point there that led to that score. Now it's going to run, rolling. Garner, he's going to tuck it and go. And so it depends on where he was driven out, whether or not he's going to be able to get that 9 yards, and we'll see what they're going to mark. He's going to be well short, but a good effort. He's still going to need about 4. I'm going to say he got 5. Yeah, 4th down and 4. Twins to the near side, single receiver to the far side for the Coyotes. Garner throwing, looking into the sun, and that's just going to be over the outstretched hands of number 20, Matthew Cervantes for Tatum. And so that will turn it over on downs, and now the Mavricks will get the ball in great field position. Very near the 50-yard line. In fact, that's where Tatum started their drive. It'll be at the 47. Tatum started at their 47 on the previous possession. Minute 59 remains, quarter number 1. Valdez in the shotgun, throws, quickly released and caught. And that's going to be about a 9-yard gain on that play. Ramon Ochoa able to haul that one in. So you'll have a second down and a yard. So you're going to give him 9 on that. And then the ball's at the Tatum 44. Quick throw to the sideline. That's Murillo. He makes a great move to get extra yards, and he's going to go out of bounds around the 35 after that catch. And that is a first down. And call it the 34 of Tatum. So now after giving up the score, Tatum finds themselves again being backed up here. They're going to have to dig in on this series. You don't want to go down 16-0 on the road to a team that's pretty good at home. That's a cut to the end zone, and that looked as if it was going to be a touchdown, but I don't think so. They're going to say he was out of bounds near the 15. So it'll be the 15 is where they're going to mark this. Yep, I can see that football. But it is a fresh set of downs. But there is a flag, I believe. So we'll let those guys sort it out. And they may just very well pick that up. We're going to wait and see. They're going to go over and talk to Tatum here and explain what's going on. Coach Satterwhite and company. And that's probably to find out if they wanted to accept or reject the penalty. They're going to take it. It's a personal foul. I would take it too. That's a big penalty, 15 yards now. That's going to put it back at the 34-yard line. They need to get inside the 25 down there. So you are backed up here now. That play actually benefits the Coyotes pretty well. Valdez looking to throw, can't get rid of it, so runs instead. Cuts the corner around the left and turns upfield. He's inside the 30, down close to the 25-yard lines where he went out of bounds. Let's see where they mark this deal. More back toward the 30 now, about the 29's where this is going to be. Second down and 5 at the 29. And we got a timeout. So we will take a break here and let you hear from our great sponsors making our coverage possible. It's Tatum Coyote 8-Man Football, live from Lordsburg on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic. The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
All right, we're back. Alan Scott here on my mic side on a Labor Day Friday weekend, Lordsburg. Mavricks versus Tatum Coyotes here on the Lordsburg home turf. And it's Valdez trying to turn the corner here on this play, and the pursuit is there. So 2nd and 10 at the 34. It looks like they're going to lose a little bit on that play. And if they don't lose, there was no gain that I could see. Yep, pretty much going to stay in the same spot. Maybe half a yard one way or the other. Call it 3rd and 9. Jeremy Valdez. And the first quarter ends before they get that play off, and they may have intended that. So we got one in the books, and after one, the score is your Lordsburg Mavricks 8, and the Tatum Coyotes have 0. And if you guys want the scoreboard, yeah, there you go. Okay, Mavs 8 and Tatum 0. Okay, there is your score at the end of the first quarter. Hope you're having a good one on a Friday. We are proud to be bringing it to you live from Lordsburg on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And we are back in time to see Valdez throw deep and caught. And that is a Mavricks touchdown, 32 yards on the play. And it's complete to number 88. Jonathan Vera on the catch. You probably see the windowsill there, but he hauled that one in. Jonathan Vera with the big-time catch. So the 2-point try here now. It is 14-0. Looking to throw, Valdez. He has all day. Throws over the middle and caught in the back of the end zone. It'll be Murillo who catches that one, and it's 16-0 now. Lordsburg just a notch into the second period of play here. So Tatum finds themselves down by 2 scores, and there's still plenty of time, of course, to the entire second quarter, and then you got the second half. But you do need to get something on the board here. It would be nice if you can get that done on your next possession if you are Tatum, because you can see the confidence on the Maverick side of things building. Two teams were feeling each other out in the first quarter for the most part until late. And a muffed punt by Tatum led to a recovery by Lordsburg. They were able to punch that in to go up 8-0. And then here just at the beginning of the second quarter, a beautiful throw and catch for 34 yards. And the PAT is good. So now 16-0. And you can just sense that the Mavs are thinking, okay, we're rolling. And if you're Tatum, be a big, big shot in the arm to get a big return on this kick and then get some kind of points on the board. Hawkes is going to get his foot into this one. And they don't mind squibbing that football. See, I was kind of planning for a deep one there. Results in good field position, though, for the Coyotes. Nonetheless, you don't give up a big return. You don't get the recovery. So for Tatum, this works out okay. They're going to have it at their own 47, which is where they started their last possession. And oddly enough, Lordsburg started theirs on their own 47. There's the throw out to Graham. But there's a loss on that play. That's more or less a sideline throw, not a throw downfield. And if you don't turn upfield and manage to get yards, you can lose some. But then it looks to be, to me, in pretty much the same spot. So it's just going to remain where it was, 2nd down and 10. Taylor Garner back in the shotgun. All alone, going to keep it, come to the near side and lose his footing. He could see the rush coming, and Garner goes down at the 40 before he takes a big hit. Sean Ramirez, number 55, the outside linebacker on that tackle. And the downs are moving quickly for Tatum. Now it's 3rd and 17, and I confused that down marker for the chain gang a while ago. They did lose yards on the play to Graham. 3rd and 17 now. So Tatum in a hole, and you also lost a few more on that last play with Garner. And so Tatum will take a time out. Good time to rally the troops. 10:38 to go in the half. And your Lordsburg Mavricks lead the thing. See if I can get the scoreboard in for you guys. The Lordsburg Mavricks lead at 16-0. Tatum talking strategy, and we're talking great sponsors and great fans. Thanks for tuning into the coverage tonight on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
And we are back. Alan Scott here. There's a snap to Garner. He throws. That's complete. And a head of steam up the middle for the Tatum Coyotes. And downfield on the play to very near the 30-yard line. Yeah, they're going to mark that at the 32. So a great throw by Garner, hit his man downfield, and then a terrific run after the catch. I believe that was Cervantes. I can't swear by it. But you got a fresh set of downs ahead of steam now, and there's going to go to Graham. And the Longhorns are all over that one. And I still have a hard time seeing the screen up here because it's daylight on the field but shade in the booth. I can see it, but not all that great, folks. 2nd and 13, the scoreboard crew is thinking. Ball at the 36, so 2nd and long for the Coyotes. Garner is in the backfield, shotgun. Graham, the running back. Heat coming. Garner tucks it, runs. Now he's got some room. He's going to turn that upfield, get inside the 30. So Garner on the carry. Gets inside the 30, call it the 29, is where Tatum is going to set up here. This would be a great thing if they can get it to the house from here to answer two touchdowns put up by Lordsburg. We got flags on the play here. And that'll be procedure against Tatum, so that'll be 5 yards, probably a false start. So now you're back at the 34. Third down now you look at, 3rd and about 12. And Garner under pressure throws. That's Tyler Graham with the catch. Graham taking it hard down to about the 10. And we'll see where he steps out, but he gets the first down. That's the important part. But he thought he might be able to punch that in. He lowered the shoulders and was about to put the wood to the defender, and in fact did. Ball's at the 19 with a fresh set of downs for Taylor Garner and the Tatum Coyotes. Down 16-0, 8:52 to go in the half. That one is thrown complete. That's Mendoza, but he loses his footing there. Is that Martinez? That number is scrunched up on his back. It's hard to read. Be number 8, Carlos Martinez on the catch. Looked like 6 for a minute. Still, though, very little gain on the play. 2nd down, 12. In fact, you lose 2. Man in motion coming. Fake to him, throw, caught. And a good play for positive yardage down somewhere around the 15 is where they're going to wind up marking this one. So Mendoza with a positive gainer for Tatum. In fact, they wind up getting a net of about 7 on that. So 3rd down and 5, you're at the 15. You need 5 to get a fresh set of downs. You get 15, you got a touchdown. Nobody in the backfield but your QB, Taylor Garner. Man comes in motion, fake, Garner, roll, throw, fade route, end zone, and incomplete. Oh, man. Diving attempt over there. And very nearly hauled that thing in. That was a good play call. Not a bad throw. Great effort on the receiver's part. Just unable to make that shoestring catch. Would have been a great grab. But it brings up 4th down now. 4th and 5 from the 15. Are you going to go for the end zone? You're going to go for the 5 yards? You're going to take what they give you? We'll find out. You're going to take too long. That's what's going to happen. Oh, no, it's against them. Now, they're going to call it a yard, so it's 4th and way short here for Tatum. Just move the football forward about a half yard. Garner's under center, rarely there. He's just going to keep it. He says we can get that half yard. And they will get a first down. Tatum trailing it 16-zip here with 7:16 to go, and that's a big play, though, to get that first down. Good effort by Taylor Garner. So your first and goal just inside the 10. In fact, call it about the 9.5. Garner spreads everybody out. Twins to each side now, a man in motion. He will give it to him this time and cutting it upfield. And in for the score. That is a Tatum Coyotes touchdown, and they are on the board now, 16-6 on the throw to Mendoza. Two-point try coming here. Tatum narrows the margin now. 16-6, throw to the left, caught. And hit hard right at the goal line is the Tatum receiver, and he did not get in. So Coyotes can't convert, but they do get the touchdown and narrow a 16-0 lead down to a 10-point lead. Now the score with 7:02 remaining in the first half is Lordsburg Mavricks 16 and your Tatum Coyotes 6. And just to have a little fun, you know, we can have a little fun, right? Just for grins, I will give you a score. Let's see, yeah, it is. It is Mavs at 16, Tatum Coyotes 6. That was a critical possession for Tatum. Whether you got the 2-point conversion or not, you really needed that score. If, say, worst case scenario, you don't get it and then give them back the ball and they score again, you're down 3 scores, getting late in the half on the road. And it is not a short trip. That can be a tall mountain to climb. But Tatum hits pay dirt, gets this game back to something manageable for him at 16-6. And if general procedures follow, it'll be Garner who will get his foot into this thing. And the deep man will be Murillo for the Lordsburg Mavricks. There is the kick. And it's a short kick. Going to go out of bounds somewhere in the vicinity of the 32, 33. And we'll see where they actually mark it. I'm thinking 32-yard line. Maybe 33. Now the Coyotes could use a defensive stop here. If you can somehow manage to keep them in check here and get the ball back, you've got plenty of time to put another score up before the break. They're going to move it up to the 38. First and 10 for Lordsburg. Shake and bake from their quarterback, Valdez. Tatum doesn't buy it, and he goes down. It's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 on that play. And again, a big play. Derek Fulce, F-U-L-C-E. Fulce or Fulce. Or I hope it's not Fulky. F-U-L-C-E. He's made a couple big plays here in the first half. Standout for Tatum tonight. They did lose 3. Second down, 13. And they are looking into that late afternoon sun. Valdez, the quarterback, throws to the sideline. That's going to bounce in, so it's a little bit low. And he was trying to get that to Ramon Ochoa, number 8. Third down, 13 for Valdez and company. Everybody going downfield. Protection's been good all game. He's going to throw short to the sideline. That's caught. And out close to the first down again is Ochoa. Going to be short. They'll mark him short. Bring up 4th down, but he was in the vicinity. Fourth and 2 for the Mavricks from Lordsburg. Jeremy Valdez. That's a low snap. It bounces to him. He picks it up, makes what he can, and that is very nearly picked off. Back there defending number 7 for the Tatum Coyotes, Taylor Garner. No wonder it was very nearly picked off. He's a good athlete, two-way athlete, offense and defense. And he kicks too. And I hear he makes a mean peanut butter sandwich. I didn't really hear that. I think I just want a peanut butter sandwich. But Tatum will get the football turned over on downs here. So Garner goes from very nearly getting an interception now to trying to throw a pass downfield unless he runs, and he's going to run. Garner on his horse, turning the corner, says, "Get that out of here," and shoves down the defender into the white powder that makes up the numbers. Going to have to dust him off after that play. That's Ochoa, another two-way guy. A lot of two-way guys in 8, man. But that's going to move the sticks, and that's a good play. And Tatum has picked up a little bit of momentum here now. After getting the touchdown, they were down 16-0, got the score, didn't get the extra point. It's 16-6. Tatum trailing with 5:31 left here in the first half. Running play, up the gut and turned backwards at the 25-yard line. Good work there by the Lordsburg defense. Be at the 25s where they're going to mark that. Didn't really get anything on that play. Second down and 10. But they are at the Maverick 35. It's a good opportunity for Tatum to put another one on the board before the break and use some clock here. Garner baits him and then takes off, almost gets tripped up, and will go out of bounds around the 30. So he's going to get 4 or 5 on the play. Let's call it 4. They're going to put it at the 31, so third down and a long 5 or a short 6. Ball is at the 31. Trips to the far side. He's going to swing it near. That is caught. And out of bounds around the 25 is Graham. Tyler Graham with the catch, and they're going to say that's enough to move the sticks. So a good throw and a good catch from Tyler Graham to give Tatum a fresh set of downs at the 25. Garner in the gun. 2 running backs back there. 1 to block, maybe 1 to run it. Short gain after the Graham carry. Going to give him a yard or 2. Bring up 2nd down. All at the 24, 2nd and long 8, short 9. Is there a short 9? Garner back in the gun. That's Graham. Fakes to him, throws, and batted away by Ochoa, who gets that long arm out there. He wanted number 6, Robert Martinez. But a good defensive play by number 8 for the Mavricks, and that is Ramon Ochoa. 3rd down and 9, Coyotes. They're within striking range at the 24 of Lordsburg. 2 men will go in motion, and Garner just muffs the snap, just drops it like a loaf of bread. So they're going to call a penalty on the Coyotes anyway for the motion on that play. I don't know why he was signaling incomplete. There wasn't a throw. That shotgun snap is what we had. So now you need about 14 to get a first down, and they do penalize Tatum for motion. Just send one guy this time. Fake to him. Garner loses it again. And a huge, huge loss on the play all the way back close to the 46. So now you got 4th and Las Cruces. Yeah, 4th down and 31. So it's 4th down and Deming is what you need here. And Garner will just kick this away, I'm sure, and he does. And that's taken by Ochoa back deep and brought down at the 22. Oh, that's not the single 8, that's the double 8, 88. Vera fielding that one. So it's been a good first half. We've seen 3 touchdowns. 2 of them belong to the Lordsburg Mavricks, 1 to the Tatum Coyotes. They did not convert the 2-pointer, and Lordsburg did on both of their tries. So it's 16-6 with 3:32 left. And Tatum has just kicked the ball back to the Mavricks. If you're just now joining us on the World Wide Web, HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Valdez to throw, quick hitter, caught, and heading upfield. And a big gain on the play, out past the 35. It's going to be somewhere in the vicinity of the 36 is where they're going to mark this. And still plenty of time. The Mavs have shown that they have some quick strike capability. They can hit the big play. Of course, we know Tatum can. Valdez. He's looking to throw. Plenty of time. He's got all day. Now he's going to tuck it and just run for what he can get. And he'll be pushed out of bounds. About the 37, 38. Clock is down to 3:05 to go first half. Second down and 7. They mark it at the 39. Valdez to throw. Caught. And breaking it big downfield. Inside the Tatum 40, down to near the 40, maybe 3-yard line. That is hauled in by number 2, Roman Murillo. And I don't know if they meant Ramon, but it's R-O-M-A-N on my roster. It's probably Ramon. A typo. But the bottom line, it's 1st and 10 now at the 38, and the Mavricks are driving here late in the first half, and Valdez is going to tuck that and run. And he's going to get out of bounds around the 25, so another big play for the Mavricks here. Garner makes the tackle for Tatum, but 10-point game going into the locker room is comfortable. You don't want to be behind at all, but 16-6 is comfortable. If you give up one here, it's not so comfortable at halftime. 1st and 10 from the 26 of Tatum. That's going to be Jeremy Valdez. Throws, caught, and breaking tackles and getting to the end zone is number 88, John Vera. He will score. And that one hurts if you were a Tatum Coyote. 22-6 now on the big play. 26-yard throw to pay dirt from Valdez to Vera. And Lordsburg has not missed a conversion in this game. Valdez looks to throw. He's got all day again. He's going to go the fade route and overthrows his intended receiver. It'll go incomplete. Now they have missed a PAT. 22 now for Lordsburg, 6 for your Tatum Coyotes. So Coyotes have some regrouping to do at halftime. There's still time on the clock here, so you got time to perhaps get something done. But Lordsburg right now with the advantage. It's Lordsburg 22 and Coyotes 6. We'll let you hear from our great sponsors making our coverage possible. One Radio Square Sports, No Walmart Broadcasting and Digital Solutions, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
All right, we are back. Thanks to the folks at Legendary Services, among our many great sponsors here for Tatum Coyote 8-man football on the World Wide Web. So we'll get set here to see if the Coyotes can put 2:39 left on the clock to good use after a Mavricks score. And there are railroad tracks right by here. It's always cool. I'll hear the sound of trains, and this one's about to go speeding by. You'll see it any minute now in the background. There it goes. So a procedure penalty or something to do there. And we are now set for that kickoff after a touchdown. And I wonder if the watchman's out or not on the train. The watchman's out, the bums have to hide. Hobos, they call it, homeward bound. And hobo is short for homeward bound, if you didn't know that. And that one is going to squib its way all the way down the middle of the field. And they're going to pick it up at the 5. And it'll be marked somewhere in the vicinity of the 10-yard line. It's 22-6 with 2:36 to go first half. That is a long train running. Garner and company. He's going to take this shotgun snap at his own 4-yard line. And he's going to spring out to the near side, rolling out, lobs that one out. He's got a man that is caught. And that may be a huge, huge scoring play for the Tatum Coyotes. And it is from the 9-yard line. Wow. 91 yards to pay dirt right there. We'll see if there's a hold or anything, but that's right now a 91-yard throw and catch and run. And then that play was on the receiving end is number 6, Robert Martinez. Caught it and was gone up the near sideline. That was, what did I say about huge quick strike capability? Mercy. 91 yards to Martinez. Let's see if they can get the 2-point conversion now. That is the Taylor Garner that I'm used to seeing right there. Of course, you gotta have protection to be able to do that. See what they can do here in terms of the 2-point conversion. Garner will take the snap, fakes, now throws over the middle, caught and a hard hit, but able to bring it in. I got number 8, Carlos Martinez on the catch. So 22-14, just like that. Huge, huge play for Tatum. 91 yards. Garner to Martinez, and then the 2-point conversion is good. So let's swing over and look at the scoreboard there. And Old Glory flying. So Tatum hanging in there after going down 16-0 and then giving up a third score. They have now put 2 of their own on the board to keep this thing tight going into the half. It's 22-14, so you're down only 1 score and a 2-point conversion. And still a lot of time on the clock. That was a quick strike. Covered almost the length of the field. Garner took the shotgun snap at his own 4 and threw that one out there to Martinez, who did the rest. And it will be Garner. He also sells popcorn at halftime. It will be Garner who gets his foot into this one. And taking it around the 25 and bringing this thing back and maybe trying to break a play of his own. And Garner brings him down at the 44, not before he doesn't get it into Tatum territory. And down for a moment, but okay, and that's a good thing. And if you have an injury, you have to come off the field for a play. So that young man, number 88, Vera, who's had a big first half, will have to sit out at least one play. And Jeremy Valdez, number 30, the QB, very solid for the Mavricks. Still has time to work with here. And Lordsburg 2-0 coming in this thing. Tatum 1-1. Murillo on the carry. And then we're starting to get dusk here. The sun finally trying to set, so I'll get a better view of what's on my screen in the second half. I'm more or less flying via instrument flying here on the pictures. But I can tell you it's 2nd and 5 at the 39 with $1.50 left here in the first half, and Valdez will have all day again. The protection has been great, and he's just going to tuck it and run now into that gap into the middle of the field. Still on his feet. Down inside the 15 goes the quarterback, Jeremy Valdez. I'm going to mark it about the 16, I think. But there's a penalty, they're telling me. Yep, they're starting to walk backwards, and that is not positive for Mavricks fans when you see them walking backwards. That's a pretty big penalty. Back to the 35. Second down and about a yard. I guess that's a spot foul. I guess you mark it off from the spot where it occurred because they still just need one for a first down. He probably wants more. Fires over the middle, caught. And that is Ochoa. Gang tackled and refusing to go down. Took 3 Coyotes to get him down inside the 30 at around the 27. And amongst them, Matthew Cervantes on the tackle. 22-14 with a minute 2 counting down here in half number 1. Mavricks over the Coyotes at the moment with a fresh set of downs at the 22. Empty backfield for Jeremy Valdez. Rolling, pressure coming, throws, caught, cutting it upfield, and has a ball knocked away, and Tatum may have stripped it and recovered it. I mean, that was a great defensive play. Reached the mid out there and stripped the ball and maybe had fallen on it. Coyotes celebrate. And it's Coyote football. That's a huge play. 30 seconds left in the half. You just prevented a touchdown right there. That is a big-time defensive play because you were about to go down by another 6. It would have been 28-14. And I'm just taking a guess because the number was hard to see. I want to say that was maybe 9 Mendoza or 6 who did that. Hard to tell. A lot of different shadows and lights mixing on the field and between here and the there in the booth, which has fluorescent lights in it. But I'm getting a little better view of what the camera is seeing. And you can see the scoreboard, 22-14, time about to expire here in the first half, and the Coyotes may just let it expire because you don't want to do anything too dangerous down here that deep in your own territory and give up anything after you kept them out of the end zone on a strip fumble recovery. Tatum defense has the last word of the half, even though the Coyotes trail it 22-14. Okay, I'm going to head downstairs because every now and then people have to take a restroom break. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the camera right there on the 50-yard line. We'll play some ads from our great sponsors making it all possible. Please do business with them next time you're out and about, or if you see any of them and recognize them, tell them thanks for bringing Tatum Coyote 8-man football to the World Wide Web and thus to you guys, Tatum fans and high school football fans in general. We have reached the halftime break. Coyotes are only down 8, 22-14 after a huge defensive play right before intermission. Just under 15 minutes on the halftime clock, so you'll hear from our sponsors. I'll get myself some fresh air and be back, and it should be a pretty good second half if it's anything like the first one. Very exciting, some big plays, including for Tatum a 91-yard throw from Graham to Martinez, who carried it to the house, keeping Tatum in this one down by 8.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
There's legends. Heroes get remembered. Legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic. The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic. Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes! Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been, most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
There's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community. The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes. Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
And the Coyotes have gone pretty far for this one, over 6 hours to get here from Lee County. 7:48 and counting here at the half, and that's something that I don't get to take pictures of every day, and that's mountains through the goalposts. I kind of like that shot right there. We are at the break if you're just tuning into the World Wide Web and the stream tonight. Tatum Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Alan Scott here live from Lordsburg, New Mexico, in the boot heel, far southwestern section of the state. And about this far south and west of Silver City I've been, damming of course, but never to Lordsburg, and so now I can mark that off my list. And I'm just about at all parts of New Mexico, every corner of the state. It took me a long time to do it, but I have done it. And it's pretty nice. They have a lot in common with us, a lot of heat and a lot of flat rolling countryside, but they also have mountains in viewing range here in Lordsburg. And if you were watching the game, you notice there is a railroad track that goes right past the stadium here. And back in the day, another great railroad town still is, and Vaughn pops to mind whenever I think of railroads as well. We all know that path when you've got to go up to Albuquerque for either a game or playoffs or state tournaments. But pretty scenic here. And a nice afternoon, high 90 or so. Cooling off very nicely now, and the wind's not as strong as it was when the game started. The sun goes down and the mixing of the atmosphere backs off a little bit. There you see the Coyotes, who made some big plays to keep this reasonable in the first half. There were times when the Mavricks had a shot to go up 3 scores, maybe 4, blow it open, but Tatum came through when they needed to on both sides of the football and broke up at 1, a potential touchdown towards the end of the half with only 30 seconds left. Or they would be down yet another score from where they are now. 22-14 you see there with about 5:30 to go here. Halftime break. Big thanks to Evie and Tiff back at the station and all of our crew that gets us on and off the air, on and off the internet, radio. Sometimes I'll have 5 games going, 4 or 5 games. Talk about, unsung heroes. So I'm going to sing their praises and say thanks to those guys and all of our great sponsors that make it possible as well. The second quarter erupted with a lot of scoring. Lordsburg got to the end zone of first play of the second quarter, I believe it was, and then from there, both teams have tasted pay dirt more than once. Biggest play of the half was a 91-yard toss from Garner to Martinez from his own 9-yard line. He took the shotgun snap at the 4, and then Martinez did the rest. They were able, that was their second touchdown. Able to get the 2-point conversion to put up 14. And Jeremy Valdez for the Mavricks had a big first half. Their quarterback is solid running and throwing, as is Garner for Tatum. But some talented receivers have made big plays in this game too. In particular, Martinez for Tatum, and a couple for the Lordsburg Mavricks, including Ramon Murillo, number 2. Jeremy Valdez, of course, the QB. Number 8, Ramon Ochoa, had some big receptions in the first half, and some big plays also made by number 88, Jonathan Berra. So a pretty good matchup. Tatum has not had a lead in this game, but they have managed to stubbornly hang around, and they're only down 1 score here, trailing it by 8, 22-14, with just over 3 minutes left before we get back to it, and they'll come out and then get loosened up again. There you see some of the Tatum faithful. That's a pretty good shot. Tatum travels well, even when it's over 6 hours away. So maybe you see somebody you recognize in the stands over there for Tatum Coyotes. But still anybody's game here in Lordsburg. And the Maverick looks a lot like the Texas Longhorn, doesn't it? Of course, a Maverick is a Longhorn. And the Tatum Coyotes are waiting for the sun to go down so they can do a little howling and maybe come back and steal this one on the road before it is all said and done. I'm going to let you hear again from our great sponsors who make our coverage on the World Wide Web possible, and also a big tip of the cap to Tatum fans who always give us good numbers on the internet stream. We're proud to bring the games to you as a public service of One Radio Square Sports, Noah Mark's family of stations on the radio end, and digital solutions, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Second half upcoming, 22-14 at intermission. I'll be back soon.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game, and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community. The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes. Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Say what?
Did you have your spot, or is she still
No, she didn't make it.
far?
But she did a great job for me at home, and I look forward to working with her again. All right.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Okay, and there is your score. Coyotes have 14. The Lordsburg Mavricks have 22, and here we go. So it was Graham on the kick return. And not bad. It'll be at the 34 is where Tatum will take over here. Or Garner back in the shotgun here. Just underway. Second half. 8-point game. Tatum trailing. Garner rolling to the far side. And we'll see how much he can get on that carry. He's going to get 2, maybe 3. Call it 2nd and 7. Ball just past the 35 at about the 36.5. Man's going to come in motion. They'll fake to him. It's a Garner keeper. And out to the 40 is Taylor Garner. Valdez on the tackle. Third and call it 5, maybe 4.5. Third down manageable for Tatum. Clock runs with 10:45 to go, third quarter. Man coming in motion. They'll fake to him again. Garner's going to keep that one. And it'll bring up 4th down. He didn't even get near what he was going to need. But it was a nice effort. In fact, about a yard short, so not bad for the senior. Garner just couldn't quite get it there. They'll make that about 3 or 4 yards short, I should say. Oh, and that's off the side of his foot. That is no good. That's going to be fielded by Lordsburg behind the line of scrimmage, basically. That thing squirreled off the side of the foot, and they actually received that kick behind what was the original line of scrimmage. You don't see that happen very often. That is a bad break. That more or less is like a fumble recovery in the backfield, I might add. So a big play now sets up Jeremy Valdez and the Lordsburg Mavricks. Valdez quick to throw it. That is caught by Murillo. He makes moves, shakes, bakes, and gets extra yardage down inside the 25 to around the 24. So it picks up 7. 2nd and 3 now. Man, talk about a momentum change. Just the 3 and out is okay, but to have the punt do what it did. And a throw. Valdez wide open, caught in the end zone. I couldn't get over there quick enough. But that is hauled in by Vera. Jonathan Vera scores for the 2nd time tonight. And they took quick advantage of that punt off the side of Garner's foot, and they get to pay dirt from 25 yards out. 28-14 now. $9:13 to play here in the 2nd quarter, and Valdez does the job himself on the 2-point conversion, so it's good. But you're going to have a holding play, called penalty on the play. So they'll get a retry, but they'll have to do it from further out. Two-point conversion try here, 2nd attempt from further back. Valdez throws and short of the intended receiver there. So that will fall by the wayside. And the score will remain 28-14. Tatum down 8, and then you put 6 on that, and you're down 14 now. $9:13 remaining, and it was the punt off the side of the foot of Garner, which sometimes you just can't keep that from happening. Maybe a weird spin on it or something, but it came off the side of his foot, went straight up, and was fielded by Lordsburg behind where it was originally snapped. That's not something you're going to see a whole lot of, but you have to credit Lordsburg for being all over that, fielding it, realizing what was going on, and taking full advantage, and they get a touchdown on the other end of it. So we're going to get set here now for the kickoff after a touchdown. And Tatum will have a little bit bigger deficit now they got to deal with. And that will be taken by the Coyotes around the 15 and coming to the near side out across the 25 on a good reach. Martinez. Carlos Martinez, number 8. Got it out to the 27 on the return. 1st and 10, Coyotes. Doubled up at the moment as you see the scoreboard back there, 28-14. So Taylor Garner and the Coyote offense have their work cut out for them here, but they've gone the length of the field on a pitch and catch in this game, so we know they can do it. And that was only on one play. Garner being pursued, brought down at around the 27. Richard Jimente, I believe, number 5, for the defense. So you got to dial up a 2nd down and 10 play. Ball is at the 27. Low snap. And they think they've got it, Lordsburg, and they do. So the errant punt was like a fumble, and that was a fumbled snap. So Tatum really, in essence, has turned it over twice here in the third quarter, in the first half of the third quarter. And you're going to set up Valdez and company at the 25, and they can smell blood in the water here. Valdez looking to throw as we're under the lights now. He has to tuck it and run. The Coyotes are there. Still can't bring him down, and finally. And their hold is going to go against Lordsburg. So that'll go Tatum's way, and not much has so far in the third. And they're going to mark that one off. And that will back them up past the 35, out to around the 37s where they're going to have this now. And Valdez, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 2nd down and 15. More like 2nd down and 2nd and 20 or 25. Valdez rolling. And a flag is down. That may be another hold. He's breaking up the sideline. But you see that linen back here. And that is another hold. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So you do that in the backfield, and it's an even bigger penalty if you do that way behind the line of scrimmage, and that's what happened both times. That's going to back them up into their own territory now. All the way back inside the 50 to the 49-yard line is where that's going to bring up a 2nd and tombstone. Valdez looking to get some of it. He tucks the ball and runs. He gets a nice chunk of that back to around the 40-yard line of Tatum. Third down in the Arizona border. Ball is at about the 43 right now. And it is a 3rd down play. Valdez, good protection. He's had all day to throw and all night now. And picked off by the Coyotes. There comes another flag. But the ball carrier still moving out toward the 48-yard line. And that number is just hard to read. It's wrinkled on the back of the jersey. I want to say that is 6 is what it looks like to me. Robert Martinez. But an illegal block's going to bring a chunk of that back. That was after the interception, so they're going to keep the ball. But, man, did they lose field position. That's where the foul happened, and then you mark it off. So instead of being at around the 48, they're going to be all the way back to the 22-yard line. So that one, I mean, penalties always hurt, but that one in particular hurts. (28-14). Approaching the midway point of the third quarter. Tatum has not led in this ball game. And a screen pass is caught, and it's Graham. Tyler Graham out around the 30, maybe the 31 or so on that completion and run. They mark it back a little bit. They're going to put it at the 29. And just in case you guys are wondering, there's a lot of knowledge over here in the press box. Everybody's sporting some gray up here, so that's the way we like it. Tatum will take a timeout here with 7:11 and a 2nd and 4, just shy of the 30. And you are watching and listening to Tatum 8-Man football, non-district action at the Lordsburg Mavricks on One Radio Square Sports, Walmart Digital Solution. Coming to you live on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Let's hear from our great sponsors who make it all happen.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Man, talk about getting a big piece of yardage back after the bad punt. That is a huge gain from the 25 of Tatum to the 25 of the Mavricks. The ball was around the 30, so maybe 5 yards off of that. From around the 29 to their 25. I'm going to say it was Martinez or Mendoza, one of the two. But we got the pictures on for you. Rolling now is Garner. And I see flag coming out again on this play. Penalty's going to go against Tatum here. Back to the 41, but still out of a hole at their own 29. And Garner will be in the gun with twins to the near side. That's Graham going out to the left side. He throws inside, caught, and maneuvering his way is Mendoza, number 6. No. Robert Martinez wears 6. Mendoza is 9. So you're looking at third down. Not enough to get that first down. And now you need 20. 3rd and 20 for Garner and company. And Garner shaking and baking. And we got a man downfield and tackled inside the 10, maybe inside the 5. And first and goal, Coyotes after that play. Man, another big play for Garner and Tatum. So 5-14, now 5-12 and counting. 28-14, Tatum is down by 14. And it'll be Garner. Under pressure, throws. Did he get rid of it? Or did he have to eat that one? Yep, he had to eat that one. So that's more or less your sack, and that's going to back him up. So now you got a second down and goal way back past the 20 at around the 22. Garner and the Coyotes need 22 to get a first down. He's going to throw deep, and that's going to fall incomplete, barring any penalties back there. They're having a discussion. There is some talk you may have run out of bounds and come back in, and which you can't do. Then you're ineligible. And again, the body language, if you see your team going backwards, you know that it's not good, and that's what we're going to see. So offsetting penalties they're going to call. And you're back to second and 22 from the 22. And Garner takes the snap. He's just going to run this one. And hit hard and driven backwards by the pursuit. And they got a few things to say to him after the play as well. A little chatting going on from Ramon Murillo and company. But he picked up about maybe 3. You're looking at now third down and goal around the 18. So third down and goal for Garner. And the Tatum Coyotes, and he's got room. And he again loses the handle. And the Mavricks pick it up, and that is the third time, I think, in this game that the ball is just kind of squirted out of Garner's hands and hit the turf. Once was on a snap. Then he had the punt go off the side of his foot, and he lost the handle on that one, and they cough it up. So the only upside of that is, because you didn't get points, is you got them pinned deep. And the throw and a hard hit. Tatum taking out some frustrations. I hope that young man's all right. He took a lick there from the Tatum defense. You got to be a little frustrated if you're the Coyotes now. because you're working hard. You had that ball down inside the 5, then penalties set you back, then you work your way back in and then put it on the ground. So one step forward and a couple back. And the ball now back with Lordsburg. And no change in the score. (22-14) at half. We could get this third quarter in the books, and the only score put up will be the Mavricks touchdown after the punt that went off the side of Garner's foot. So 3rd and short here is what we look at for Jeremy Valdez and the Mavricks. And Valdez says, I'll get it myself. And that'll move the sticks. Ball at the 29 with 2:19 to play, third quarter. Valdez will try the right side on that one. Got about 3. Call that 2nd and 7 at the 31. And again, he's just going to take it and run with it. He turns the corner. He's able to get that corner, and that'll give you forward progress. Not enough for the first, but a decent gain. Call it 3rd and 1 now for Lordsburg. They lead at 28-14. Throw to the near side, caught by Ochoa. And still fighting for yards, just shy of the 50. And Coyotes coming in from all directions to put the wood on him. Tatum Moorhead at 265, one of those involved there. Ball will be at the 49, and that is a first down. And for Lordsburg, you're chewing up time. The third quarter is about to get away from us here. 1:37 remains. And again, that's another first down. The Tatum defense has spent a lot of time on the field in this game too, and in this third quarter, so maybe wearing a bit. Down to 1:30, and the clock stops on the first down as they move the markers. And we had a penalty on that play. So they back them up then. So now you have 1st and 11 on the penalty. Ball back to the 48-yard line. And it'll be Jeremy Valdez. Quick hitter, Ochoa on the catch across midfield. And that kid is just hard to bring down. He refuses to go down. He's good at making moves, too. Quick and shifty is number 8. Mavricks are trying to improve to 3-0 on the season. Tatum trying to get above 500. They're 1-1. They'd like to come out of here 2-1 as the third quarter starts to wind down. We're under a minute now. There you see the scoreboard. 28-14, and the clock down to 40 seconds. As Jeremy Valdez has his troops in Tatum territory here. Shotgun snap. Valdez moves, runs, headed toward the sideline, hit, and out of bounds. right around the 40. Depends on where the officials put it, maybe the 38. Or 42, I should say. See where they mark it. Down to 26 seconds here. And it's at the 42. And Valdez will keep it and just keeps the legs churning down inside the 30 for another first down. And Valdez has all day, finds a man, that's caught. Did he get in? No, he's just short. That'll end the third quarter, and when we start the fourth, Lordsburg will be knocking on the door. Tatum with their backs up against the goal line here. We have 3 in the books, 28-14. Lordsburg Mavricks over the Tatum Coyotes. Back in a moment.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
And we are back looking at a first and goal from the 2, and that play is whistled. That's a false start, Lordsburg. Final quarter of play here, Tatum 14 and the Lordsburg Mavricks 28. So you're still looking at a first and goal at the 2 for Jeremy Valdez and the Mavricks. And Murillo gets in for the 2-yard score. 34-14 now as the cannon goes off. Two-point try to come here now. Tatum down 20. And he's not going to get in. So Tatum's able to turn him away. They give up the touchdown, but not the two-point conversion, and so the score will now move to 34-14. Coyotes have not had a lead in this ballgame. They've had it within a score a couple times. They've had it within 8. And we've got pretty much the entirety of the third quarter here. And it is Mavs 34, Coyotes 14. Big night for Valdez, for Ochoa, for those guys, for Murillo, and a big night for Martinez and for Graham and for Taylor Garner. But the Coyotes are in a hole here as we get the fourth quarter going in earnest, and a kick to come from Lordsburg. And it's an onside try, but Tatum will have the football. And good field position for Tatum. You can take that risk if you're Lordsburg because you're up 2 scores. And then some. Actually, yeah, 3. 34-14. You're up 20, so you would need 2 touchdowns, 2 conversions to get to 30, and another touchdown to get past 34 if you are Tatum. So really a 3-score deficit now. And Garner in the shotgun looking to cut into that thing. Throws over the middle. Caught. And down to around the 47. And you can probably hear the train coming. I hear the train coming and it's rolling around the bend. I could go on, but I won't. I ain't seen this daylight since I don't know when. Garner and company here, 11-19, down by 20. Throw. And intercepted. They're going to go the other way, and that is going to be a score unless there's a heroic play at the end, and there is not. That is intercepted and returned for the touchdown. And that may make the mountain a little too tall to climb now. 40-14 with 11:05 to play. That's barring any penalties or anything that would keep it from counting, and I didn't see any. Two-point try to come here. And it is good. That'll make it 42-14. Coyotes on the short end of that one. And you can see still most of the fourth quarter remaining, 11:05 left. So while we await that kickoff after touchdown, we'll let you hear from our great sponsors making our coverage on the World Wide Web possible on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
There's some sort of an issue here on the kick. And they may have been across the line of scrimmage before the kick. Lordsburg, we shall see. Yeah, they're going to mark that one off against the Mavricks. But they have been the only ones to put up points here in the third and now fourth quarters. Second half has belonged to the Mavricks. It was 22-14 at the break. Now 42, so a 20-0 spot put up on the scoreboard in the second half by Lordsburg. And Murillo gets set here to put his foot into it. And they have squibbed it a lot tonight, and they do that again. Not too many deep kickoffs. And they don't really mind giving up that field position because they are got a handy lead now at 42-14. But Garner and company with a lot of time. They've shown they can strike quickly. They had the ball on their own 9-yard line. Had a 91-yard pass play from Garner to Martinez, which was huge right before half. See what Taylor Garner and the Coyotes can do here now. First and 10, 47-yard line. Again, a bad snap. He's able to field it. Snap was low, rolls, throws downfield. That is caught. And that'll get 6 of it back in a hurry. That's Tyler Graham on the catch. And 42-20, just like that. Just as I was mentioning the 91-yard play, they get a 53-yard play right there. $53. Two-point try. And no good. But the Coyotes strike back and cut the deficit. Now 22 they trail by. Was 28. They got the score, but not the two-point conversion. They've only converted one of those tonight. But nice work by the Coyotes there, and did it quickly, which you got to do when you're down multiple scores, as they find themselves here. They get 6 of it back, and still right around that 11-minute mark, just 10:56. You can see how little time that took. So between the two teams, 62 points have been put on the board here. And you got to wonder if maybe Tatum has some plans up their sleeves on this kick. Maybe catch them off guard and get a recovery here. They have given themselves an opportunity here by scoring quickly to stay in this thing, and they are going to kick it short. It'll be taken by the Mavricks around the 44. Or maybe, 44 is where they're going to mark it. And Jeremy Valdez, a solid quarterback, had a great night. He's back in the gun there, number 30. Here he comes to the near side. He has run it a lot, kept it a lot, and has made some nice throws too. But what that does now, see if you're running the football, as opposed to throwing it, if on an incompletion the clock stops. On a run like that, it does not. So part of the strategy for the Mavricks is to, sure, go on ahead and score more points, but take as much time as you can doing it. Because we are in the fourth quarter. 10:20 remaining. 42-20 Mavricks. Valdez back in the gun again. Gets the snap. Just going to keep it. Breaks through the line and still rolling into Tatum territory inside the 45. Depending on where they mark it, it'll be around the 44, maybe 43. We'll see where the officials put it. And there's got to be a penalty of some kind because they're backing them up. Or was out of bounds. They're backing them up back into their own territory. Now, there's a flag. He's just now picking it up. So that's going to help the Tatum's cause. That's a big penalty. You go from being in Tatum territory all the way back now to your own 22-yard line, 21. Where are they going to put this thing? Wow, that is a big penalty. Must have been personal foul of some kind. Mark off that kind of yardage, and you do it from the spot of the foul. So you're looking at second down and Deming is what you need. They're going to say holding, I guess, is what they finally came up with. Good protection again for the quarterback. But he throws an interception, and this game has taken 1,000,001 turns, and now it takes another one. That ball is picked off by Tatum. Number 13, Brian Gomez makes the play. So Tatum got the touchdown. Now they got the ball in reasonable field position, and the Coyotes could be mounting a fourth quarter surge here and maybe get back in this thing. Down 28. Now down 22 after the 6-point score, but no conversion. Great field position here. First and 10 at the 28 for Garner and company. Garner going to go for all of it. And did he haul it in? He did. That is a Tatum touchdown. And in the span of a couple of minutes, Tatum has put up 2 touchdowns to get themselves back in this thing. .28. So it's a 28-yard touchdown pass for Garner. To go on top of a 91-yard pass he had for a touchdown in the first half. 2-point try. That's been Tatum's Achilles heel. And it's no good. So Tatum takes 12 out of that 28-point deficit. And now are down by 16. So you've got it to a 2-score and 2 conversion made to tie this thing, 42-26 after the 28-yard touchdown pass from Garner. So we have 9:31 left now in the fourth quarter, and all kinds of twists and turns in this ball game. Really thinking that Tatum was kind of in too deep of a hole, and they've scored twice since about the 10:45 minute mark, 11. So in less than 2 minutes on the scoreboard clock, Tatum has put up 2 scores but missed both of the 2-point conversion. And you rarely see guys in 8-man who kick extra points. I don't know if it's in the rule book or what, but you never see them just go for the one. And when you don't get them, they add up quickly. See, that's 4 more points. It would be 40-30 now if you're converting those 2-point attempts. They've only gotten 1 in the game, I believe, the Coyotes. This is going to be another squib-type kick, fielded at the 37. And that is where they will take over. Ball will be at the 37, first down for Jeremy Valdez and the Mavricks, who have seen Tatum take 12 off of what was a 28-point lead. And that is complete, and heading up the sidelines and breaking tackles is Murillo. And Murillo is gone. Take a letter, Murillo. Man, address it to my wife. Man, huge play. From the 37. From 37. 63 yards worth of real estate from the 37 to the end zone. So, man, I'll tell you what, it's back and forth. Just as Tatum had given themselves a shot, they give up the score. And that's the big difference, too. I just was talking about it, the 2-point conversions. Tatum not converting theirs, Lordsburg converting theirs. So you had it down to 12. Or you could have had it down to 12. Now, 50-26, they have built that lead back to a 24-point advantage. Those 2-point conversions, I don't know that I think they may have missed one. And I think Tatum's only converted one. There's a look at the scoreboard. Still have 9:15 to go here in the fourth. So Tatum down 16 until that score and the 2-point conversion. A lot of kickoffs and a lot of kick returns or non-returns tonight, and that really will lengthen a quarter in a hurry because the clock has to stop and you reset for all of these kickoffs after touchdowns. Another squibber through the middle, and they're going to try and cover it around the 40, maybe 39-yard line. So Garner and company have made a brave attempt here to cut into the big lead. And just as they start to get that done, the Mavricks answer back. So 50-26 with 9:10 left in the game. Tatum has done what they've needed to do, and that score quickly, being down big. See if they can do it again. Garner airing it out up the sideline and hauled in at near the 30, 35. The guys here in the box say number 4 on the play, Anthony Duffy. Under 9 to go in the game now. Garner setting him up here with a fresh set of downs. He's going to run, then throw, then end zone, and a little too tall for the intended receiver back down in the corner there. And it was number 4 who he went for on that play. Or is that 45? And there you see number 4 lined up here to the left. Twins to the left and to the right. Garner will throw right. And the clock continues to run with 8:23 on the ball is inside the 20 at the 18. 3rd down and 4 now, they're telling me. Bad snap. Garner has to work to field it. Does. And then is hit hard right at the goal line. Did he get in? He did. He got in. Garner on the run. About an 18, 20-yard scamper for Taylor Garner. 50-32. 2-point try. And this time, did they get in? One official said no. One said yes. They did. They do convert, and they've got it back down to 16. So the teams trade 8 points there. And more scoring, 7:57 now left. Or did they say he never got in? Okay. He didn't get in on the run. I was curious. So this will be your 2-point conversion. What we saw was the touchdown. Guys up here in the booth are just as confused as I am. Garner throws, has a man in the back of the end zone. And they're going to say that was good, so they don't have to change the scoreboard. It's 50-34. It's still 16, regardless. He got hit so hard on the right at the goal line, as I said when I was calling the play, but it's hard to tell whether or not he got in, and he didn't. So what we thought was the 2-point conversion was the touchdown, and then we got the 2-point conversion. Now 84 points put up by these two teams. And we are 2 hours and 50 minutes into this game with 8 minutes left. This thing started at 6, and it's about 8:49. But in this scoring fest that the second half has turned into, especially here in the fourth quarter, being down 16 is not all that bad if you're Tatum, but you got to get some stops in order to cash in on that. And now I think both teams are expecting onside attempts and squib kicks. I don't think we've seen a deep kickoff since the first quarter of this one. Jeremy Valdez and the Mavricks trying to answer in this shootout here that the second half is now turned into. He's going to run it again, and he's got major yardage just shy of the 30, and then maybe a late hit. Flag comes in at the end of the play. That'll be against Tatum, so that's not going to help the cause either. It's probably a personal foul of 15. We shall see. And that may be why it's going to be a big penalty. If it was hat to hat out there, you can't get away with that anymore. So that'll be a 1st and 10 now, deep in Tatum territory at the 16-yard line. So Valdez and company will set up shop there. He'll throw to the far side. That's Murillo, who refuses to go down, but at least they get him this time. They do manage to knock him down over there. Under 7 to go in the game now. 6:56 and counting, 50-34. The Mavricks leading it and knocking on the door here now. 2nd down and 9 at the 15. And Murillo on the carry. Taken down by Ivan Esparza and company. They're down in 5. Ball at the 10-yard line of Tatum. 6:10 to go in the 4th quarter. Valdez looks to keep this one. And no gain really on the play. 4th and 5, you're going to say. Ball still at the 10-yard line. Good defense by the Coyotes on that one. And you might think that's a crying child in the stands. No, that's me after a 6.5-hour road trip. And a timeout is taken. So we got 5:20 left, and Tatum finding themselves on the short end of a 50-34 score. But both teams have lit it up through the air here in the second half. So the timeout on the field, we'll let you hear from our great sponsors making our coverage possible on the World Wide Web at HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
And we are back to see the Mavricks go down inside the 5. It was a 4th down and 5, and now you got a 1st and goal after the short run. And the ball will be at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3. Tatum down 50-34. Clock continues to run. And we'll see if Valdez runs on this play. No, a snap. He can't handle it. He's just going to have to cover that one up. That's the smart thing to do. Just live to fight another play there on that one. Clock running, 4:30 left. And a 26-point lead for the Mavs. That's going to move it all the way back to the 11 and bring up a 2nd and goal. Back in the gun. Everybody else is spread out. That's Jeremy Valdez. Quick throw. Murillo. And he will walk into the end zone. Murillo's had a big night. And now 56-34. So you're back down now by 22. And if they get the 2-point conversion here, 24. And time, a huge factor now. 3:57 left. Lordsburg has been the more efficient of the two teams at the conversions tonight. And the 2-point conversion is good once again, so that'll stretch the lead back out now to 24. 58-34. So we'll get another kickoff after touchdown here with just under 4 minutes left to play. And there is your score. Mavricks 58, Coyotes 34. Up here in the booth, we're thinking, man, this game should have been over about 8:30. It started at 6. It's 9 o'clock. 3 hours into this thing and 4 minutes left on the clock. Do we have an injury? Everyone has taken a knee. That's generally what happens when we're not sure up here in the booth what's going on. Maybe a problem with someone in the stands, maybe. Someone close to the sidelines might have gotten run into. We don't know, but that's usually an indication that something has gone awry and someone's gotten hurt when you see the teams take a knee like that. I'm telling you, that's about the only thing that hasn't happened here tonight. Now that's probably happened. We hope if that was an injury of any kind, they're going to be all right. Looks like we're about set here to go now. Kickoff after touchdown coming once again as the Mavericks lead it now 58-34 with just under 4 minutes to go in the game. A rare deep kick taken by Tatum. Back out across the 25, heading up toward the 30. It'll be down around the 28 on the return. I believe that was 9, Mendoza on the return. 1st and 10 from the 29. for Tatum. But they need to score often and score quick if they're going to have a chance in this one. Down by a score of 58-34, so they're down 24. I'm not even sure if there's enough time, even if you denied any more points to Lordsburg. Is there enough time in the game to come back from that deficit? Garner's going to give it his best shot and throw deep here. And it'll go incomplete. But it only takes a few seconds off the clock and stops it with 3:41. Second down and 10, that's a 29. Garner again under pressure this time, and he's going to go down. And you got to think sooner or later that the protection is going to break down, because now the Mavricks can just pin their ears back and come at you with a 24-point lead. They don't have a whole lot to worry about, and they get to Garner that time. And then they're going to mark off probably what's going to wind up being a useless penalty on this play if they do. Oh, they're going to clean them for grounding. That's kind of although correct, a useless penalty, really. They do get a first down out of that play. Clock is running now, approaching 3-minute mark. We're down to 3:06. So now they're saying 4th and 20 at the 19. As Tatum just trying to air it out, get something downfield. They'll throw short. And then this one is about to get away from the Tatum Coyotes, but they fought bravely in this thing and mounted a couple of charges here in the second half, but could not keep the Mavricks out of the end zone often enough to make their hard work pay off offensively in the second half here. So they do get the first down now. 1st and 10, ball around the 25-yard line of Tatum, which is really just semantics right now. You're not really, they can threaten you from anywhere, but even if you score here, there's not enough time to come back and win this thing. And then you look at them having the ball and you look at, should we let them score? Maybe in a closer game you might. So Garner with the stop. He's worked hard on defense as well as offense tonight. 2nd and 5 now at the 20. And Valdez to throw. And then that's Murillo. Is he going to get in again? That stops the clock with 1:42 to go. Second down play there. Now you got a 1st and goal. So this is just a matter of what the final score will be now. We are at 58-34, but the Mavricks are knocking on the door yet again. First and goal just inside the 5. Clock running, a minute 20 now left. Now 1:10 to play. So you go to victory formation there now, and that's a class act, not running the score up and insulting people. So we're under a 45 now to play in the game. And they will use all the clock that they can here. And this one is going to go Lordsburg's way. The final is going to be 58-34, barring something weird here at the end of the ballgame. One more snap, and that should do it. And there it is, and this will be a Lordsburg win. 58-34 is going to be the final score in this one. And there you can see the last few seconds coming off the clock there. And this game is in the books. And after the dust settles, Mavricks win this thing by a final of 58-34. A brave battle fought by Tatum. They could have gone down big and not tried. In the second half, they mounted a couple of efforts to come back in this thing, got it down to 16, but that was the closest they could get, and they wind up losing it 58-34, so you lose it by 24. But a great effort on both sides. Congrats to the home team for the victory. They looked good. Good work from their quarterback, Jeremy Valdez. Also a couple of receivers, Murillo and Ochoa. Tatum, a big night from Garner, as you would expect. A big night for Tyler Graham and for Martinez, Mendoza. And another kid who played well for Lordsburg was Jonathan Vera, number 88, who we didn't see a lot of catching balls in the second half, but he had a big first half. And the sportsmanship now being shown between the teams, and Tatum will look to get the victory next time out. They lose at 58-34 and now fall to 1-2 on the young season. Next up will be on the 15th of September. They're going to be at Legacy Academy in Albuquerque. We'll travel to that one as well and bring it to you. HubsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Right now, another round of ads from all of our great sponsors. Big thanks to every one of them. Thanks to you guys on the receiving end of the stream back there, Tatum fans and high school football fans. Alan Scott here. I enjoyed doing it. Hope you enjoyed watching and hearing it. Thanks to Evie and Tiff back at the studio as well. And all of our family at One Radio Square and Walmart Digital Solutions and Sports. All of our radio stations, too. Want to thank you each and every time you tune in, whether it's the stream or the radio. We'll hear from our sponsors one more time. We'll call it a night. Tatum loses it by a final of 58-34, and they'll get after them next time. And I'm going to sign off, and we'll talk to you at the next one, everybody. Alan Scott on HobsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Bye-bye.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication.
No, I'm going to stay
Everyone
at the
at
Econo
Legendary
Lodge if I can
Services is
find it.
extremely
And I know
proud of
Lordsburg
each and
is
every
not
one of
big,
you.
but
Best of
after
luck in
dark,
this game
it's hard to
and
see.
shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Main Street, turn right, go under the underpass, and it'll be on the left.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Main Street
Barry's Restaurant,
and turn right, and then under the underpass.
just go down the street all the way and to Main Street.
Okay, and then turn right on Main.
Go under the underpass, and it's on the left.
Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for the hospitality, too. I enjoyed it, even though we didn't win.
Glad you're here. Well,
But it's a good game and a lot of big plays.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
And most
Yeah, I'm not a big
importantly,
fan of that
take
myself.
pride in the youth of Lee
You gotta
County.
have a winner, and
Eunice
you gotta-
Pump and
life
Supply
is that
a
way. You
proud
win, you
supporter
lose,
of
you know.
all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump
That's
and
right.
Supply, 1310
And you
Avenue
live
O
with
in
it
Eunice,
either way, right?
another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Yeah.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why
Tatum schools
Lasco
are a
Construction
proud
always
sponsor of-
supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Chops right there.
Well, yeah, but man, there's some big plays and there's stuff that you can take away from the game and positive.
Oh, yeah. I'm always that.
Yeah.
We just got to do a better job tackling.
Yeah, and it'll come along, man. I mean, you guys have had some really strong seasons, last 2 or 3, and everything has to even out. But,
You're right.
man, you have to keep you got to suit up and go.
Yeah.
I think you guys will get better as the season goes on, man.
Well, we got Legacy in a couple of weeks, and then the big boys.
Yeah, do we have a game this next weekend?
No,
Or are we
sir.
skipping it, right?
Skip this week, the junior high plays, and then
We go up there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Manal Field on Thursday.
It'll be at Manal Field.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
You be safe. Okay?
I'll see you then. You guys be safe too.